In a world screaming for attention, is your business actually being heard? Man, that is a powerful question, right? It's straight out of the promotional playbook over at Clear Choice Marketing, and it literally hits the nail on the head for what basically every local business owner is stressing about today. They've got great services, but they're just getting completely drowned out in the digital noise. But let's look at the flip side of all that anxiety. Could you be the one to actually help them? Are you ready to step up and be the exact solution these business owners are practically begging for? Because, look, if you can solve that one massive problem, actually getting them heard and bringing customers through their doors, you can essentially write your own ticket. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're tearing down the ultimate step-by-step playbook for launching your own social media marketing agency, or SMMA, in 2026. We're pulling together top industry strategies to give you a totally fluff-free, actionable roadmap for building a highly profitable, location-independent business completely from scratch. All right, let's jump right into the agenda. We're going to cover the SMMA opportunity itself, building your foundation, locking in the essential tool stack, landing those crucial first clients, running the giveaway lead strategy, and finally scaling your agency team. So, diving right into Section 1, the SMMA opportunity. Escaping the 9-to-5 grind with high margins. If you're looking for a real way out of the standard corporate grind, you need a vehicle that actually generates cash, and quickly. And the beauty of an SMMA? You can hit 90 to 95% profit margins right out of the gate because they're literally just leveraging your own digital skills. Now, you might be thinking, come on, who's really going to pay me thousands of bucks a month? But you've got to shift your mindset here. You're thinking like a consumer. To a business owner, your retainer isn't some Netflix subscription they're looking to cancel. It's a cash-generating asset. If they pay you $2,000 and you bring them $10,000 in new revenue, they'll gladly view that as an investment and pay you every single month, no questions asked. Moving on to Section 2, building the foundation, setting up your agency for professional success. Think about it. If you're a business owner and you get an email pitching a $1,000 service from some crumpled paper airplane of an address like johndoedentistmarketing@gmail.com, you're deleting it instantly, right? It just screams amateur hour. Now contrast that with hello@vitaltrafficlabs.com. It's night and day. That custom setup instantly builds trust, establishes authority, and proves you're a legitimate entity taking your own business seriously. Professional checks and balances, they are the absolute minimum bar to entry. So the key here is do not pigeonhole yourself too early. Pick a broad, scalable business name like Vital Traffic Labs instead of hyper-focusing on an untested niche like Dentist Marketing LLC. Once you've got the name, grab a custom domain from somewhere like GoDaddy and set up a professional workspace like Google Workspace. And hey, quick warning from the trenches here. Think really carefully about your workspace. A lot of top agency owners totally regret rushing into Microsoft because they ended up fighting the Teams and OneDrive ecosystem, wishing they just started with Google. So pick the one you actually want to live in every single day. Wrap it all up by launching a simple one-page validation website. It doesn't need to win any design awards, it just needs to prove you're real when a prospect inevitably Googles you. Let's move into Section 3, the essential tool stack, the software you actually need to start, get clients, and deliver. Look, you absolutely do not need a million shiny objects to run this business. Just look at how beautifully organized this tech stack is. To start out, a tool like Durable AI can generate a fully SEO-optimized, mobile-responsive website in literally seconds from just a short prompt. Then, to actually get clients, grab a CRM like Dibsado or Honeybook. They automate your scheduling and invoicing so you look incredibly polished. And for delivering the actual work, ClickUp is phenomenal for getting a bird's-eye view of your entire operation. Pair that with Adobe Creative Cloud for your graphic assets and ManyChat for automating those social media direct messages, and boom, you've got a world-class agency infrastructure. And we definitely can't forget the power of AI here. By plugging your agency's target audience, unique selling proposition, and tone of voice into a centralized folder in an AI chatbot like Google Gemini or Claude, you essentially create this incredibly powerful sense checker. Before you send off a client pitch or drop a social media post, just run it through the chatbot to make sure it perfectly aligns with your brand. It's a total game changer for creating that consistency that makes your agency sticky and memorable to clients. Moving right along to Section 4, landing your first clients, how to fill your pipeline with high-ticket prospects. When you're just starting out, your absolute best bet is to target high-ticket, scalable niches that just need straightforward leads. Leave the brutal, complex optimization of selling $20 graphic tees to someone else. To find these high-ticket prospects, lean hard into free pipeline methods. Start sending targeted DMs, respond to business owners actively looking for help on Upwork, or honestly, just show up to local networking events via meetup.com. You'd be surprised, you might literally be the only social media expert in a room packed with traditional small business owners. Now, building that pipeline, it takes serious grind. You are going to face rejection. But whenever you feel like throwing in the towel, just remember this quote: "A salary is the drug they give you to forget your dreams." Oof. Pushing through the awkwardness of direct outreach is basically the ultimate gatekeeper to true entrepreneurship and independence. Now for Section 5. This is where the magic really happens, the giveaway lead strategy, delivering rapid, tangible value to build trust. When you're starting with zero experience, you really need to offer a free trial to get that crucial first case study. But whatever you do, don't just pitch, "Hey, I'll post on your Instagram for a week." That only gets vanity metrics, like likes, and likes do not move the needle for a business owner. Instead, you're going to run a 7-day giveaway. Day 1, you set up the ads. By day 4, you launch a value-stacked promo. And by day 7, you're handing that business owner a spreadsheet packed with the actual names, emails, and phone numbers of people in their exact target demographic. Now that is undeniable, tangible value. And this completely highlights the best types of niches for this strategy: roofers, fitness studios, hair salons. Why? Because think about it. If you run a giveaway for a local gym, let's say you offer a free month, some gear, and a personal training session, and you collect 40 local leads, that gym literally only needs to close one of those people to entirely justify paying your massive monthly retainer going forward. It's a total no-brainer for them. For a stellar real-world example of this, check out Clear Choice Marketing out of Pueblo, Colorado. They don't just design pretty pictures, they actively bridge the physical and digital gap. They use custom QR codes and high-conversion promos to make their clients' brands absolutely impossible to ignore. When you provide that kind of tangible asset, whether it's a hot lead list or a custom high-converting graphic, that's what actually moves the needle and gets you hired permanently. And the best part of all this? Fulfilling the strategy is incredibly straightforward. You don't need to be a tech wizard. Step 1, whip up a simple drag-and-drop graphic in Canva that fits the business context. Step 2, set up an ad on Meta, so Facebook and Instagram, using an instant form. That means the user doesn't even have to leave the app to hand over their contact info, which keeps conversions sky high. Step 3, you download that golden list of data and hand it straight to your very impressed client. They cover the tiny $50 or $100 ad spend for the test, and you provide the expert setup totally for free. Bringing us to our final stop, Section 6. Scaling your agency team. Moving from a solo operator to a business owner. So, a lot of internet gurus will tell you to just outsource the work on day 1. Let me be clear, that is a massive mistake. Step 1 absolutely has to be insourcing. You need to learn and execute these ad strategies yourself first. Why? So you can maximize your early profits, sell the service better, and crucially, know exactly what red flags to look out for when you do hire someone. Once you actually know what you're doing, then you move to Step 2, hire an outreach virtual assistant. This is massive leverage. Often for just a few bucks an hour on Upwork, you can have someone keeping your sales pipeline stuffed full while you focus on the actual work. Then, finally, Step 3, you bring in a fulfillment lead to take over the daily ad execution. But look, to make any of that delegation work, you have to have standard operating procedures, or SOPs. Documenting your playbooks, like exactly how you run a client chemistry call, or the precise script you use to ask for a testimonial, and tracking it all in a tool like ClickUp is the ultimate cheat code. Because a well-documented agency, one with solid people, processes, and products, is an agency that can scale, let you step away from the daily grind, and maybe even be sold one day. So we've walked through the opportunity, laid the foundation, mapped out the exact tech stack, and covered the strategy to land those first paying clients. The playbook is wide open, and the tools are literally just sitting there waiting for you. So I've got to ask, what's stopping you from launching today?